Hey guys, so I've recently come back from my trip to LA and Atlanta. I had the absolute best time, and make sure you look out for all the vlogs and videos that are coming from the trip. It's gonna be crazy. I was listening back to my beats that I made from the trip, and they're good, but the mixing is absolutely horrendous. To be fair, I was using a Bluetooth speaker for a lot of it, and then when I was in the studio I was just blasting the beats, so it kind of messes up. Like, I'm used to making beats in headphones, so when I make beats out of speakers, and especially when it's loud, it just messes up the mix for me. So I'm gonna fix 3 beats that I made out there and show you how you can mix your beats so the drums hit hard, because these need harder drums. This is the first beat. Once I get this mix sounding right, this is gonna be a crazy beat. The drums are just so quiet. Really, I was just blasting the beat so loud in the studio that I was turning down all of these. So usually I'd never have the hi-hats that low on here. The first thing I do is basically level out in the channel rack. So it's turn up that snare. Usually for snares and claps, especially in my kit, if you just turn it up full volume on here, on the mixer it will hit at -3 dB, which is where you want your claps and your snares to hit. See, like this. And let's turn the hi-hats up. That's pretty loud for a hi-hat. Usually I have them between -12 and -6. -9 is probably the sweet spot, but okay, that's already sounding better. I think everything else is okay. The open hats are fine. Now 808s. Yeah, this is very quiet for me usually. Let's just turn it up. I think that's good. I don't really have a specific decibel that I stick to. It's just whatever sounds good. Usually I have it way above 0, and I never have any effects on my 808s, but always put a soft clipper on the master. Don't change any of these settings, just leave it as the default. That will make it hit hard. That is the source. Usually I use spins. You guys know I use spins 99.9% of the time. It just already hits hard, especially the ones from my kit. You've got the normal spins and the hardest spins ever, which is just a little bit boosted, so you don't need to do any further boosting. If it doesn't quite hit in the mix, make sure you just take out the low end of the melody, and then any frequencies that are kind of harsh in here. So I wanted to take out the high end of this. For melodies, I have them roughly around -9 dB, so that 808 is powering through the mix. Sounds good. When I was on this American trip, I was using way more kicks than usual. So you guys know it's very rare if I use a kick in my beats. You have the spins, it's hard enough. I feel like people have used kicks way less now, but I find it hard to have them both together mixed well. Now the real source is using KickShaper to make sure the kick hits through and hits well with the 808. I used to always have it at 0, but it just wasn't hitting hard. So as long as you have the soft clipper on the master, that's all that matters, because then you can crank it and it will sound good. So let's just have the kick. It's punching, but it's not as clean as I want it to be. So we're gonna add KickShaper on and then just browse through these presets. See, that's very loud, but I feel like it takes the low end out. Just make the thump harder. Then I like a short tail. So I like how it's simple to like tail, thump, click. It's easy for me to work out like what's going on. Let me just solo the kick so we can hear the difference here. So that's like a long tail, but I'm just gonna have that super short like that. That's good. This is the kick without KickShaper, and then with. Do you see the difference? Like, why haven't I I've been using kicks more often in my beats. It just sits way harder, especially with KickShaper. If you want to try out KickShaper, the link will be in the description. Make sure you go check that out. And thank you to WA Production for sponsoring this video. You got to remember, mixes are just preference. There is like no right or wrong way. So this is just how I mix and like the basic guide that I go off of. Go off of the meter and go off of your ears, but over time it'll only get better and you'll just train your ears to how you like it to sound. Okay, we've got the next beat here. You can literally barely hear that kick and the 808. It's just missing that thump. So I had a snare clap here, just put that full. That's been boosted for some reason, but yeah, just have it at -3 dB. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. I feel like that could be a little bit louder, so I'm going to put it a little bit louder. Okay, now hi-hats. Yeah, those are way too quiet, so turn them up from here. And just increase the amp knob a little bit, make them tighter. I feel like in this one, the hi-hats could be a bit louder than I usually have them. But Southside, Take Heath, they all have their hi-hats loud. Nothing wrong with it. I have my hi-hats loud as hell.
Most producers don't have their hi-hats loud. I just have mine loud as hell. You hear them hi-hats, you know it's my beat.
Now 808s. Just turn that all the way up. You can hear a little bit that it's clashing with the melody. Yeah, so this sound, can you hear it's making the 808 not clean? It's like distorting. Don't want to take too much life out of the sound as well. I just look for like the harsh pink. So like this. I like to have my 808s pretty loud. I used to have them way louder if you listen back to my Chief Keef type beats, but that's what worked. People love loud 808s. Okay, let's do the kicks now. And always make sure it's full volume on the channel rack first, and then you can turn it up or down in the mixer. And in the piano roll, full volume here. KickShaper. That's quite a lot of presets you have here. Let's go for the trap kick. Again, always just short tail. That is knocking. Future on this. That's what I say for every beat. But okay, this is the last beat. And that 808 pattern's hard as well. That snare needs to be turned up way louder. Yeah, just above -3. I feel like this is kind of a Take Heath beat. Good old spins. KickShaper. Let's just try reversing the polarity, let's just see. I feel like that hits harder without KickShaper, with KickShaper. And that's how I mix my beats to hit hard using KickShaper on the kicks. Make sure you check the link in the description for KickShaper to try it for yourself. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Lollypopbeatz. Thank you so much for watching.